Good day, YouTube. Back with another video here, and as you can see, I'm back on the 66 Impala. I know it's been a while. Been doing other minor stuff on the side like this here. This is the ignition pack coils, what you see here. Well, since there is room for improvement, I've decided to remove the bracket that houses the coils and also the coil pack housings. I've decided to remove them to sand them down to give them a better appearance here. Sometimes it's just these small minor details that make a big difference, and that's what I want to produce here. Now, as you can see, for a start, I'm just sanding it down to get it down to the bare metal before I apply the powder. It just doesn't work with trying to overlay over the paint that is already there. So I want to make sure that I get this down to the bare metal so that there's no sort of coating over the part, so that I can have good adhesion with the powder that I will be applying here. And I will be going with a chrome powder coating, as you will see in the further clips of the video here. And I'll do something a little different with the coil pack housings, as you see here, which I sanded down also. Now, I got these two brackets down to the complete metal and also the housings here. And I mainly focused on the outside surfaces of these housings here, since that is the portion that I will be powder coating. The inner portion of it has a black powder coating, which I will not attempt to remove, since that part is not visual to the human eye once it's installed in the car. But this is it. Everything's sanded down to the metal, and I'm using a iron wire here to hold everything together. And I want to powder coat everything as in one unit and not in separate parts. That way I know that I'm applying the same level of powder throughout all of the parts here. And I have a slow air pressure, seeing to it that my grounding is well, because that is what causes the powder to attract the metal here very easily. And it's just hard to actually get it to stick if the grounding is not correct. Now, there are ways around that. I have done parts where the grounding was not that great. So what I would do is a preheat, get it up to maybe 200, 250 Fahrenheit, which causes the powder to actually melt once it sticks to the part, and that causes it to apply at a good level of adhesion also. Now, as you can see, the parts are nicely powder coated here. For the coil housings, I actually gave it a chrome powder also, but then after that I waited for the chrome powder to cool down, and then I applied a green just to give it a bit of a different look, not to have everything chrome, but to match some of the other parts of the engine here, which I powder coated. Now, as you can see, the surface of the bracket here is nicely coated with a chrome, and it looks decent, acceptable to me. I'm happy with how it came out here. And we'll get that installed in the car, and then I'll give you another presentation of how it actually looks here. So we'll put everything together with the new coil packs that I ordered here. I was actually able to find these off of Amazon, since they had a much better, well, much faster shipping time. And so we'll get it together and we'll get this on a vehicle just to see how it looks here. And judging by how it looks, I decide to see what I want to do next. I'm kind of just coming up with ideas to do things that what I can do to improve on the looks of the vehicle here. It's a step-by-step process. The powder coating was fairly simple. Just be sure to make sure that the part is clean, that there's no grease, and that the surface is completely dry of any contaminants or anything that would cause the powder not to adhere to the part correctly, because over time that surface will cause the level of powder to peel from the part, depending on how rough that part is actually managed. But as you can see here, everything seems to be fine, leveled, and correct here. So we'll get this installed, and then we'll get it on a vehicle, and then I'm gonna allow you to see how it looks here. And I'm taking comments. Let me know what you guys think. This is just one step further on the 66 here that I've decided to kind of just give a review on how I'm doing things. And these are things that I'm doing right out of my garage, what any small time guy can do. You know, something that you could actually pay to get done, but if you're willing, you could actually just invest your time on some cheap parts, which I purchased from this is Eastwood actually. It's their powder coating gun that I have here. And just with that alone, I was able to improve on the looks of the parts that I have here. And this is it, YouTube. As you can see, I finally got around to having the part installed on the car and on one side here. Now it actually looks good compared to the plain black surface that were on these parts. It kind of gives the engine a much more highlighted, better appearance, in contrast with all of the other parts that are powder coated here. It just looks better. Everything matches. And so I'll do the same thing to the other side. Both sides are actually powder coated, but I'll get them on the vehicle, and then I'll allow you guys to give it a look here while the car is running, just so you can see how everything looks here. And compared to how the vehicle actually looked before, I like this look here. And as you can see, YouTube, the progress on the 66 Impala is still being achieved here, little by little. And we'll just keep moving. I'll just keep moving on here. I don't know why I'm using Will, but it's actually just me by myself, one man in my garage, and I'm doing this. And hopefully I can be an inspiration to other people out there who actually want to do these things. You know, you don't always have to run to someone, but you could actually take your time, invest, and do these things yourself. So here you go, YouTube. Make sure you follow me on Instagram under the same ID that I use here on YouTube. You guys have a good one.